So what are the main challenges for tackling antimicrobial resistance? That's good.
Pharmacists tell me that there's a whole range of challenges, but opportunity as well, of course. Some of that is about the infrastructure and the abilities and the accountabilities to work together with the multidisciplinary team at a local level. And where we've seen some really fantastic action is where there's incredibly close collaboration between the pharmacists, the nurses, the doctors in an organisation, and also between the organisations in a health area, to really look at what's going on and to target activity and intervene, as well as do the preventative work of education and support and surveillance. So, you know, we know what good looks like. The challenges are being able to put that in everywhere. I think some of the other challenges are about being able to have enough robust evidence of what's going on in prescribing activity, but that is growing, and I think there's some really positive work being done across England to improve on the surveillance there, which enables health practitioners to come together and decide how best to tackle and prevent various issues happening of overuse or overprescribing. And I think that what we're looking at here is often whole system change, which involves behaviour change, and it does involve attitude of the public. So another area that our members are telling us about is the need to have sometimes quite challenging conversations with patients about their expectations. So that's where further information comes in to help explain the differences between bacterial and viral infections, being able to explain the whole concept of what resistance is about. These are important issues. I think the issue of communication between teams and with members of the public is a big challenge. There are many, many challenges, but I think I'd cite those as areas that are of particular importance at the moment.
Dr. Savio, what do you think are the main challenges facing antimicrobial resistance and the implementation of stewardship?
Yes, I think we have different challenges because we have different development. We cannot address the issue as only one challenge, but we have to take into account the difference between regions, between a country and within a country. For example, we cannot dispense an antibiotic or any antimicrobial with no prescription, but it is still a common practice in many regions of the world, in South America, in Asia, in many countries of Africa. We cannot understand or accept that people have the look of medicines as if they were something not quite important, and minor symptoms, they are available at hand. We have to explain, we have to educate that we have to preserve these very important tools for our grandchildren, for the next generations. And the work we are doing now is to preserve this tool when they will be really needed in the next future. And the next future is not in 100 years, it's in 20 years, in 30 years. And our work today is very important to keep these tools working. And they will have a huge impact in the economy, because common procedures that are performed today in surgery will not be able to be done if we don't have the suitable tools. So I think that we have to be aware of the difference of health systems, and in each specific context apply different measures. So there is not a magic plan that applies to everywhere. We have to take into account the general premise, but then we have to go to the local ground and to adapt with local priorities. And we need this to be recognized and paid. We need to pay people who dedicate to preserve life in the next 20 years. So recognition and payment of this service is very important at political level.